What are we talking about?
This ain't me. This
Addie?
is your birthday, son.
Oh
It's
no,
your
this
birthday. We're
the
going to
J and
party like it's your
the
birthday.
J&J show supersedes. It's bigger than one person. It's bigger
We,
than a bird.
we're not going to drink Bacardi like it's your birthday, though. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
No, man, we wouldn't do that.
Not
That'd be
Bacardi.
rude and insensitive.
Not Bacardi.
How about coffee?
Yes, sir. In Puka Puka House. I can't even put that word to it. Buckhow.
Mm-hmm.
Bubhow. Bubhow. Bubhow.
How?
So yesterday was interesting, man. We had
Man, what fun shows.
three shows. That
Why
is,
not?
oh my gosh. And dude, we got called clueless by that guy.
How much better could we have? How much louder could we have sung the praises of the Alabama Pizza Company? I guess he thought, well, that's my favorite pizza spot. That's a 10. You want a 10? Let's hit the Italy. Well, I mean, that's going to be the 9 and 10 range.
Yeah.
Uh, Jason Cole made a good point in his sarcastic douchery of a way,
Uh-huh.
which I love him. And he said, we were talking about our review. He said we had an 8.6, and I said it's unbeatable. He's like, don't you know there's a numbers above 8.6? So technically, I guess he's right.
Yeah.
And technically, maybe someone can beat that score, but that bar was set amazingly high. Amazingly high. So, man, if something beats that, especially here in Etowah County, man, we blessed.
Yeah, man. I had to go back and even change the description so it would say one of our very favorites. I mean, what else can we do by saying we love this? This is great. This is awesome. Blah blah blah. The sauce is amazing. Blah blah. Vomit at the mouth of how good it was. And dude said, "These guys are clueless. This is the best pizza." I'm like, of course. Then I checked his profile out just to look at him, and I went,
Yeah. Dude, one of my favorite comments was from your family, Jason Griffith up in Huntsville.
uh,
He said, that crust, the sound of the crust got me. I'm coming to Gadsden.
"He's coming on down."
Yeah, man, it was good. We ordered so quickly and didn't look at a menu, didn't look around. Give me pepperoni pizza. Looking at one of their posts, I did not know that they had spinach Florentine pizza. Dude, it's so good. It's a true Italian pizza slice. Um, I would have got one of those as well. And my favorite all time dessert. I say that cheesecake,
Oh,
my all time dessert, right? But they have my one B, which is anything limoncello. Limoncello is my dessert,
so you checked
and
the thing then.
huh?
Checked out the whole menu.
They did a post, just some
Oh,
some things they had going on, and I'm like, so limoncello. Trey Regazzi's did a limoncello cake. They sold by the slice. I went and bought a whole cake, right? A few birthdays ago. Uh, it's stupid good. Limoncello is my thing. And they have it there, knowing they have it there, knowing I'm gonna have to drive past it in Rainbow City no matter where I go. May find myself in the parking lot, Jeff.
yeah. There's not a whole lot of ways you can go to not
Mm-mm.
pass that vicinity.
Especially going to Atala. Got to go
Yeah,
get my hair did at
yeah.
11:30. Um, maybe get my hair did eating some limoncello.
Just go cut it, girl. About you.
Yeah, to get it. It's gone. No, you can't have none of it. Leave it alone.
Are you getting geared up for the par three today?
You know I am. You know it's already preset to record. In case I'm not sitting here, but because I didn't think I was going to be here. I thought we had stuff to do. I got to work in the youth room, get it presentable for tonight. So none of that's going to take place. So I'm actually going to be able to um, go get my hair cut, come on back, get my shower on. God, I cannot stand not having a shower after you get your haircut.
Oh man, that's the itchiness
It
and
just
Oh, how
no
did
matter how careful they are.
yeah?
And no disrespect to the hair professionals.
How does
Um,
it to the places it gets, and you're like that wasn't even exposed.
so yeah, it's gonna. So I'm gonna come on back and watch some Masters. I want to work on some shows as well. I'm still gearing up for our big mock draft show that
Yeah,
we're going to be doing coming up, and uh, I plan on getting stopping by the church and getting my putter and get a lot of putters. I mean, a lot of putts in this weekend. Getting ready for our Salvation Army tournament coming up in the great state of Mississippi.
Mississippi. The problem is they don't give the prize money the Masters gives away.
18 million,
18. It's up from what was it, 15 million last year?
something like yeah, in that
And
range. And
three.
once it hits 20 million, I think I'm going to enter, but not before.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's too. It's not enough.
Yeah, you just can't.
Yeah,
I
it's not.
couldn't live on that kind of money. Hey, congratulations! As we knew though, Jeff, Derek Sewell is now the new head football coach at Gaston. Um, Man, my phone continued to blow up late into the evening. Everybody wanting information on the new coach, and again, like I put in that post, it would have been very bush league of us if we would have posted the information beforehand. Um,
Right.
yes, we know, and you know why we know information like that? Because people trust us and know we won't make we won't spill it or do some kind of breaking news event. But congratulations to Derek Sewell going back for his second stint there at Gaston. He did baseball and it says a football coach also. I think it was 12 to 14, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a minute. And so he's excited to be there. He had 2 years at Gaston. He was very successful at Raglan. How well does Daniel know him? Your son-in-law, Coach
He
Fawcett.
knows him. I don't know how well. Obviously,
Okay.
they talk together, coach together, whatever. But I don't know how well he knows him.
I know Daniel would dunk on him.
That is very factual. There's not many
Yeah,
people dunk on.
that's fair. He ain't dunking on me because I ain't stepping on the court with him.
I'm gonna fire. I'm gonna fire him up if he comes and try and drive on me. I am laying him out.
He still may dunk on me in the stands.
Yeah.
That's what he'd be doing. So now the question is, who's getting the West End job?
Yeah.
And somebody asked me this, Jeff, and I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to push it right to you. Sorry I couldn't borrow that shirt from Patrick Washington. Pasta? So I'll pass it to you. In your opinion, which is the better job? West End or
Ooh.
Gaston? Take the whole totality of the football program, the school. Which is the better job?
I don't know about the school there at Gaston, right? I don't know a whole lot about that, but I do know. No, excuse me, West End. I don't know a whole lot about the school at West End. Um, I do know they have more winning uh, happening in the last 10 years than Gaston does. Um, but I guess it would depend on where your family is and where you want to be as far as locale, I guess. Or if you're up for a challenge. If you're up for a challenge, Gaston's the place to go at this moment. And I hate that because they've had great athletes come through there and then great athletes have left because there's no stability there. Um, so, in my opinion, well, also it had to do with money. What kind of money they're gonna throw at me? You know, does
Well,
West? Go ahead.
some say sometimes money doesn't mean it's a better job, right? I mean, you work to make money support your family, but sometimes programs like let's look at Mark O'Brien going to Coosa. That wasn't it's not a money. It's still not a money program for Mark. Look what he did at Coosa. Why can't that be replicated out of Gaston, out of West End? Back when Kyle Davis was at West End, nobody wanted to play them mugs.
No, that's
Nobody wanted to play them.
right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Uh,
You gotta look at the whole totality of it, right? Every bit of it. Money's going to factor in. If money's not a thing to you like it is O'Brien, because he's got all these other businesses, he's
mhm,
got it going on, and it's
Sure.
But for a lot of these coaches, they live paycheck to paycheck. Um, and so that's an issue. But my thing would be stability. Am I going to go there and be able to tenure? Am I going to be able to build a program? Am I going to be able to get with the youth and work with their programs and develop these kids up to my football program? Are you going to give me that time? And yeah, has not proven to be able to give those people that time to do it. So
Well, I mean, that's a great and man, great takeaway. Basketball wise, Gaston is superior, right? Coach Merriman is building a tremendous program there.
right,
Um, they got some. They still got some studs there. I know the Morris kid transferred out from the basketball program at Gaston. Still some great basketball talent there. I know a couple football players transfer out. A lot of that probably has to do with look. This is three coaches in 3 calendar years. I'm
yeah,
sorry, in 1 calendar year,
right.
right? Um, it's like they swap coaches. Matt Harris was at Gaston, left. He's assistant at West End, and now uh, Coach Sewell is at Gaston again. Again, we wish him nothing but the best, right? He's been nothing but nice and kind to us, and we appreciate that from him. His wife is probably making him be nice to us, to be fair.
Probably so.
Um, but from a program standpoint, I don't know. I mean, I feel horrible for the Gaston kids, and maybe Coach Sewell comes in and maybe he brings that stability. Maybe he is that force and has the personality to deal with the principal. Let's be real. Why do we care? She, and again, man, everyone's talking about she is a tyrant.
Really?
I mean, I've had very little interaction with her. I can't speak negatively on her. I cannot. I mean, I don't know her like that. I'm just telling you what, how people get on Facebook, be typing stuff, and I can't. I'm at, I'm not saying she's that way. I don't know. I know my interactions with her have been brief, professional, not overly friendly. But some people aren't overly friendly, and I get why would you be friendly to me? Who am I?
I don't. I
Yeah.
don't, think that, I don't think that's the problem.
So who does Gaston go after? I mean they got an in-house guy, Matt Harris. That's there. Does Coach
That's,
Daugherty? I'm sorry. Well, yeah, West End. I'm sorry. Yeah, West End. Does you know? We know he's a hard worker. Every time we went to see him at Gaston, that brother was working in
well,
the field, cutting grass, slopping the hogs, whatever. Man, he was doing it. So he's on that staff up there. So I don't know. Do
all
they
right.
do a sir?
He's got to be the guy, right?
I mean, he's there. He's built in. He's the program. It'd be probably a seamless transition
Right.
if he even wants to be a head coach.
Right.
He's got a bad taste in his mouth from everything that went on at Gaston. So I don't know that he even wants the job. Let's say he.
I mean, Sewell brings him to West End, right?
Mhm.
Back after the
Yeah.
problems that happened there at Gaston. Do you think that it must have not been that bad? Maybe he told him, "Hey, look, man, it's not that bad of an issue. We just weren't a match. Um, take my advice, take the job if that's what you want to do."
I promise you they had a conversation.
Sure,
There's
they
no way they didn't. There's no way they didn't.
yeah.
And he knows what he's getting himself into. He knows he's got some athletes. And if he can get the admin on board with him, he feels comfortable with it. Man, do it. The kids need a stable coach. I know Ray Estes is pretty excited. We
That right.
love radio legend Ray Estes.
Did he go to Gaston?
Oh, he's Gaston everything. He does the PA for Gaston.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah, for years. Yeah, Ray is God. He loves that program, and of course, all the Bogles out there. Cody Bogle will be a senior, very talented man, just a special athlete. And there's a ton of those kids out there, man. The young kids. Um, again, I'm curious, right? I'm curious, see what happens. But so if Matt Harris is not the guy at West End, who does Coach Daugherty bring in?
Who's available at this point? Right. I mean, I know every coach can be offered the job no matter where
Sure.
they're at, but who's going to leave a program that they've got a bigger program, more money, more pool of kids to pull from?
Hmm.
Uh, I think that factors into it. So, I mean, who do you think the potential candidates are?
Man, I look at look back and see who was successful there, right? What made them successful? I go after Kyle Davis. He was very successful there. He knows the people. Um, of course, when you get if you get Kyle Davis, you get his son to play quarterback,
Correct.
which doesn't hurt anything. Gage is going to develop, and he'll be a sophomore this year. Gage is going to develop into a heck of a quarterback. You get a great family that works hard, and I mean, you know them. I don't know, exactly what caused him to leave, what caused the breakup, but I know a lot of people are still bitter that Kyle Davis sitting there, um, and I don't know if Kyle will go back. Um, but that has to be a conversation if you're looking for a coach. It has to be.
I would be on mine no matter where I'm at. I mean, just not just getting to know him, but the history of him there at West End and the things that you've said about him and the type of person he is. I mean, if you're in that type of community, you're in a small community, you're not going to want, well, you know who I'm talking about. You're not going to want the likes of those type of people going into that community. They're not going to fit. You want somebody that can adapt anywhere, and the Davises can. I mean, they can adapt
Hmm.
ritzy areas of Grant, Alabama, where over there where the rich people live, or he can be over there with. There's a lot of rich people out west, West End area. Look at that house we pass every time we go up there. But it's a small community. It's a small knit community, and they kind of live that way, right? I mean, and so the Davises are a good fit, but not only that, he's a good man, and he'll develop those kids. But so I'm with you. I would go after somebody like him that can fit into that community. But how, you talking about a boost of energy, though? I didn't even think about him. But what about that boost of energy? Him going back, being loved and wanted there, and upset. People were upset when he left, or was he was left. That type of thing. Um, that would be a boost of energy, man. It'd be a shot in the arm for that community.
Man, I think it'd be fantastic. And hey, we got Tim Crow watching. You talk about a Jeff. You talk about a West End guy. I know Mitch.
You cut out. And you said Jeff, talk about what?
No, I said Tim Crow's watching. He's a West End guy. Mitch loves
Oh,
West End, and Mitch loves Coach Davis.
Mitch. Mitch is the man. Mitch ignored me Sunday, by the way.
Because he's best friends with Jason Cole now. You don't need either one of us.
I guess I got on that last nerve he has.
You've been on that last nerve, bro.
Mitch is mad because I didn't take him fishing at 2 a.m.
That's part of it,
Woo!
for sure.
Love that man. Love that boy. He's awesome. What if you had three? Who would be the top three for that job? And then we'll keep going. But how about you?
Um, I got Kyle Davis one.
Okay.
I got okay. I'm going after a head coach, right? From I'm going who I'm going, right?
Sure.
I'm going Teddy Whitmire too. Because I think that program could use it. A first time head coach could be okay,
Yep.
right? That's a place you can grow and develop. Not that I'm wishing Teddy leaves Coosa because I do not. But if I'm West End, I'm swinging for the fences.
Sure.
You think offensively minded, Alaric Williams, and I love uh, Coach Naismith from Southside.
Wow.
Notice I'm going with actually all three of those are somewhat strength and conditioning,
Yeah.
right? They are strength coaches, they're conditioning coaches, because that is how you build a winning program. And Coach Kyle Davis coaches everything, right? So he understands it, been in the game forever. So Yeah, there's four names I would certainly talk to, and I know a lot of first time head coaches don't get an opportunity, right, to do it. But Southside just hired a first time head coach. There's
Yeah,
precedent locally.
and that's a big time job for a first
Hmm.
time head coach, man.
Yeah, coming from Oxford. But with
Yeah.
that said, um, let's delete this. I don't want to give them the idea to go after Teddy or Lyric.
Sorry, buddy. Can't delete it.
Control Alt Delete.
Control Alt Delete, son. Wow, that's good, man.
How
I'm
how
I'm
how'd your
anxious.
Braves do?
The Braves won 6-5.
Heck yeah.
They gave one
There's
away.
some close games, man.
They have, and it bothers me that the Braves, like the Mets, are not that good this year, right? I mean, they don't look real good, and but the Braves seem to play, other than the first couple of games where they just went off, but they seem to play with the level of competition that they're playing with. It's kind of like you and I when we're playing golf, and we're playing with a group that is just
Yeah,
terrible. We play terrible. We play with somebody that's really good. We kind of rise up to play to that level,
yeah.
and it's killing me that it's they're up old now, and my heart can't take all this up and down, back and forth.
Hey, let me digress just for a second. I'm actually just looking at the comments and hey, good morning, hello to everyone. Um, Tim Crow said he actually went to Southside, but he was around West End for 12 years. He said Coach Davis and Harris gave their heart to the program and loved the kids. Kyle Davis is actually watching. I didn't realize that.
Kyle
He
Davis.
meant, man, he said thank you for the kindness. He said, but John Mark Mintz would be great, and I don't disagree with that. John Mark is a high level, high integrity coach. Um, man, so yeah, I could certainly um, get behind if John Mark is the guy. I'm still saying Coach Kyle Davis first, um, but that's another great name, Coach. So Matthew Cherry said his Cubs beat the Padres last night. So are you hanging the W flag outside the house for every win like the Cubbies do, Matthew Cherry?
If you're a true Cub fans, you do. I got two in this neighborhood, dude.
Do
And
you?
every time I drive by, I want to just rip down their Cubs flag. Oh my gosh!
Yankees won a close one, 3-2.
That puts y'all at 9-2, 9-3,
No, 10-2,
10-2.
best
Wow.
record in baseball.
You were so worried or so upset, and we're not going to do it this year. We're going to be terrible. We're going to be terrible.
Well,
Now
because
you're sandbagging.
no, because why? Because we lost the best pitcher in baseball. You're having to feel that now, right? And when we started off with three studs on the disabled list, I started third baseman DJ LeMahieu, still not played the game for us. Um, those things matter. We're having some people step up. We traded for Birdie. Had an error at third base last night, but overall he's been a good fit for us. But Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, right now Giancarlo's hitting the ball incredibly well. He's hitting it hard, but
Yeah.
that's all you can say. Um, and we are not a great team. We have the capabilities of being okay. I'm a big fan of you know playing all the weaker teams that we can early. Go get the road trips done early.
Yeah.
That way, late in the season when you're tired, you don't have those cross country trips. You don't have as many. So I'm a fan of the schedule when you go on the road and get some of those games, West Coast games, out early. We're still playing at home. We got the Marlins is who we're playing, but we also won the series with Toronto, which is a good program. Don Madley being a bench coach there, so I always
What
love
coach?
a bench.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
It's your birthday, so I didn't know what you were going to say.
nothing, man. I'm trying to be sanctified.
It just kind of roll. I mean, you kind of just it's.
Bench, please. Coach Davis, get your boy. Go get your boy.
Speaking of coaches in possible moves, um, Nate Oates said yesterday,
He ain't going nowhere.
"I'm not interested in the Kentucky job."
Oh, you said that? Oh, you're screwed. Pack a bag.
He's he said, "I'm not interested." You think he's going?
No.
So can
Here's my thoughts on
Bruce
that, and
Pearl.
I meant to talk about it already. Um, the best thing for Kentucky, they were going to fire JC. They were going to fire him, and so by him quitting and going to Arkansas, there's no buyout. So it saved them $32 million. $32 million. So I see your cat back there.
I'm sure.
Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty.
There,
Ah, kitty,
they might.
kitty. Um, so going to Arkansas, I remember back in the day, man, Arkansas was really good. They had, what was it, that 48 minutes of hell? They just went and went and ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. So Calipari going there, Kentucky's going to get a big time coach. Um, I would talk to Oates, certainly.
Bruce
Uh,
Pearl. Bruce Pearl has not said. They asked him point blank, "Are you interested?" He has not said he's not going.
man, how do you say no to Kentucky? If
Dude,
I mean it's
if I'm Kentucky, I'm going after Bruce stinking Pearl. That's what I'm going after.
no, no, you're not.
I am.
No.
I am.
Mm-mm.
Mhm. Or I'm gonna try to get one guy to come out of retirement to give me 3 years.
Krzyzewski ain't coming out of retirement, son. Krzyzewski ain't gonna do it.
Oh man, he'd be great though. Golly, you imagine 1 year? Come on, son, give me
Uh,
one.
I think I'd hire Saban.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you want Teddy Whitmire to have every job, so why not Teddy Whitmire? I just saw him was watching. That's why I said it.
Oh, is it real? I didn't.
Yeah, I just thought he was on, so I just said it. He just talked about you, Teddy. So you probably need to go back and watch that, Coach.
I think that Teddy wouldn't do well in Kentucky. That's what I think. He wouldn't.
Why?
Too much bourbon.
Oh, that's. You mean I wouldn't do well?
That's fair. Well, Teddy's a big fan of baked beans. You got to have them bourbon baked beans, son.
You like baked beans?
Sure, he does. It's
Oh,
protein.
I didn't know. Hey, I'm watching another show right now, and I didn't even know these guys had a show. I'll share it with you.
Okay. Hey, we got to get Teddy to bring Huck on the show. I've never seen a more happy baby. Kid just happy. Hey, so what's going out there you guys want to talk about? We got, Jeff, you're going to hit the weather in just a second.
Sure.
A couple highlights. What do you think about, remember I guess it was in 21, there was a school shooting. The 15-year-old had a 9mm handgun that his father bought him as a gift. And now the parents were just convicted. You talk about setting a precedent.
Yeah.
They were both sentenced to 10 to 15 years in state prison. And they said they prevented their son from opening fire in that school in Michigan.
I agree with it. I mean, there's a law for a reason. If the kid was of age to carry, I think it's 18 or 19 of age to carry, and they have their own gun. In the state of Alabama, you get 18, 19 years old, you can carry your own. You can't purchase ammunition until you're 21, but you can carry a handgun that's gifted to you or given to you, or you buy from a private individual. There's laws for a reason, and you gotta. A 15-year-old is not. I question my 19-year-old carrying his gun, right?
It's
But a
because we know you're 19-year-old.
right, but a 15-year-old is not mentally capable, right? Their faculties are not all there, and some adults shouldn't even carry handguns because if something pops off, they're mentally unstable at times. They are. Kids are that way,
Yeah.
and they will just do. So I'm in agreement with it. I know some people get mad about that, but
Accountability, they're under your control, right?
yes, yeah,
So, but you remember as a kid going to Walmart and buying a bucket of 22 shells?
yes, I do.
Dude, that was some good times. We were
And
living the dream. Hey, let's. Hey, we do have a question here, and I apologize, Matthew. I'm not actually watching very much on. I'm keeping up with the comments. Where did that comment go? Um, he made a comment. I lost it. He made a comment about the Auburn Tiger A-Day game. Did you say there wasn't a lot of people there? That was the question. What was my thoughts on that? Oh, Jeff, I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't. I
Uh,
lost it. It went away.
Hold on a minute. Let me open it back up. Hold on.
All right. Trisha says, "Amen." I don't even know what she's talking about. Trisha got 17 guns when she comes to church.
You darn right. She scraps, son.
Man, she be looking around, and if you don't be saying amen when Jeff wants you to say amen, she gets that look.
She just raised that little pistol up.
Pew
But,
pew.
yeah, what's your thoughts on that? That Auburn didn't have many people at their 8A game this past weekend. That's what it was.
Well, I thought it was a decent amount of people. We had Blake there. Blake and Nicole went down for that, and they had a lot going on that weekend. Matthew, if they had baseball games, softball games, volleyball games, and they also charged to get in. Alabama is not charging to get in their 8-day game, but Auburn did. But I think
how much was it?
I mean, I think $30 you could sit in the area and get all the food you wanted.
Oh,
So I know for $30 you could sit in a section and get all the concession food you wanted.
okay.
So excellent value, right? If we're talking value, that was fantastic. Not as it was good value. I've seen Blake eat, man. They lost money.
They did eat.
So that's just my thought, not really knowing. Is Alabama 8-day game this Saturday?
Believe so, yes.
So what's your thought? I know you're going to be watching that.
No, I'm gonna be
You're
watching
watching the Masters.
I will not watch 1 minute of the 8A game. I will go back and watch it.
Yeah, I'll be recording. I'll be watching the Masters.
Yeah, I will go back and watch it, but I'm not gonna watch it.
And my wife will be at work from 8 till 3 or 3:30.
Dude, you just gonna have no shirt on, your green underwear, and your putter.
Exactly right. And the windows will be. I mean, the shades will be up. The door will be open.
Come on over, Foo.
Yeah, come on over, Foo. So judgmental about my lawnmower. So judgmental.
So did he judge it? Did he stand out there and judge your lawnmower?
I'm sure he did. He's been friends with you a long time, right? And you're very judgmental about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, dude, if it works, if it cuts, get on it. I drove for years with a John Deere with no hood on that mug. I didn't care. I felt like I was in a funny car drag racing. That's what I.
Yeah, I mean, but you there at Ponderosa Underwood Farms,
Yeah.
You got equipment.
We do got equipment.
It's a big property, though. I mean, you better, because you ain't doing your yard with my lawnmower.
I look out here. Will's got this thing striped up like a mug, son.
So
Yeah.
my brother would be appreciating that.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? The next cut after this next rain, or after the rain gets out of here,
Yeah.
I'll get Will to take a picture and send it to your brother.
Yeah, he'll like that.
Yeah, man. Today it's right now at 63 degrees. There's 90% chance of rain as you go on today. As you get around 4 p.m., it's 100% chance of rain, and so they fluctuate right now. I've been watching both people. You know who I'm watching, and one of them says it goes from 1 to 3 inches, and one says now it's from 0 to 1 inch, but the winds are anywhere from 15 to 25 miles an hour where we're at. So that's why we made the call on not having our teenagers and senior citizens out tonight driving. I know a lot of people get frustrated with that. Other churches will. We have had one blast this last time on our Facebook page that says, "Well, we're having church. You should never cancel church." I said, "Well, when one of your senior adults or teenagers crashes, and they probably don't have any teenagers, but when somebody crashes and dies, it's because you refused. It's on you, boo boo. So we provide our people with devotions and all kinds of things to think about and to study at home, and we our people to be able to study the Word of God at home. And nobody wants to miss church like you and I. We don't want to miss it, but sometimes you gotta make that decision. So y'all just be safe out there, especially when you're driving down Megan Boulevard and Rainbow Drive. Be very because that car can get away from you pretty quick when you start to hydroplane. So
Hey, so what page in the Bible was it where it says, "Thou shalt not miss a Wednesday night service in bad weather"?
It is in
Jason Cole will know. Jason will know.
yeah,
He's very legalistic.
well, it's in the book of Judgy Jason,
Judgy Jason.
chapter 1, verse 6, I think is what it was. Yeah.
You know how upset he's going to be because he was teaching for me tonight. Yeah, yeah.
That's on our board, not just me.
It was the right decision.
I agree. Man,
but I'm gonna get him to do it next week.
I forgot all about that. By the way, let me say this because he's watching right now and he didn't respond to my text because he is busy. But I want to say thank you to Bo Black and A to Z Lock and Key for coming out and taking care of our church. And thank you. You know what you did, and we appreciate you, buddy, very, very much. You're very kind to Jerry and I and to our church and everything we do. So thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
Man, Bo Black is just next level. That is, you got people in your life.
Yep.
Everybody needs a dude.
Yeah.
And Bo Black is that dude, man. He is a fantastic father, a great husband. I question his shoe choices, and that man bun gets me sometimes.
Shoe choices. That bro, I bet. How many pair of Crocs you think he's got, Bo?
How much, when it's game day out there, and he's punting the football in Crocs 60 yards.
Man, I know. That's what's freaky. I
mean, hey, you got anything lock related, anything like that? A to Z Lock and Key, your house, your car, just whatever you need. Trust that guy. Not a lot of people you can trust in life. I mean, he gets the Capal approval. He gets the Jeff Underwood, Jerry White. We vouch for this dude, and we stopped vouching for people a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I know you're fixing to do traffic real quick. Check this out. Did you see where the Baltimore Orioles are bringing up Jackson Holiday?
Finally, he should have made it from jump, man. Dude, stupid good.
I am so excited about that. I just saw this. Why did you not tell me?
Because it just came out late yesterday.
Okay. I'm just seeing that, and I cannot wait to see this kid play. 20 years old. He should have been playing at 18, 19 years old.
His swing. Will should watch his swing. Your son, Will Underwood. He's a combination of Bryce Harper, a little Juan Soto as far as his eyes. He's a really good understanding of. I think Juan Soto is the best in the business when it comes to knowing the strike zone.
Yeah,
incredible. Jackson Holiday, and I'm not willing to say he's going to be a Juan Soto or a Bryce Harper, but I'm saying he has all the tools. He has the work ethic. He loves to compete, and all the coaches that watch this, I bet bar none, Teddy Whitmire, I know, and Coach Davis, I think they're both still on. Jeff, do you want the best athlete, or do you want the people that's going to compete day in and day out, no matter what? I want them dogs.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what I want, and I think that's what this kid is. I mean, he's proven that. He still looks like an infant. If you look at his face,
look, and his brother is going to be a first round draft pick next year. I mean, this coming draft, and probably will be the first player taken. What I don't like about it, selfishly, I love that team, man. I love their catcher. I always screw his name up when I say it, so I'm not going to. But they're in the same region, same division as my Yankees. So I can't be excited. That's
You're
a fair
play though.
Yeah, but I hope every time he plays the Yankees, I hope we give him the golden sombrero. But the kid's legit, next level.
Well, I'm excited. I did not know that, so I'm gonna be watching. Man, what about Dad Holiday? He putting out some athletes, isn't he?
Man, he's doing it.
He was an athlete himself too.
They did a home run derby contest. The two boys and the guys from Bat Brothers, which is a great YouTube channel if you've never seen.
Yeah, testing. Bats.
Bat Bros is fantastic. They were just killing. He's still just rock solid, just killing it, man. So it's a great family, and all they do is compete. Love it. Yeah. I got some sad news to talk about.
What
in the frick is going on in Birmingham? So, 2 homicides in under 3 hours on Tuesday, totally separate, related, nothing to do with each other. A teen was killed in the second homicide. Um, was driving away from a store in Birmingham and got shot while driving away in his car.
Man.
Separate, related, a UPS driver, he was only 44, was killed in a targeted shooting at the end of his shift at the Birmingham facility. What's going on? And to top that off, I'm not really familiar with this group, but I know the name. The Judds,
Yeah.
JUDDS.
Mama Judd and Ashley Judd and Winona.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
Winona Judge's daughter
Mm.
was arrested in Birmingham. Indecent exposure charges.
Get out of here. Oh my gosh.
Ain't nobody trying to see that.
Ain't nobody trying to see that. Ain't nobody want
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to see that.
Oh my God.
Jeez. And let me throw a topic at you that I know is going to be pretty. If you don't have an opinion on it right now, you'll research it, and on tomorrow's show, you'll talk about it.
Okay.
The state of Alabama is pushing once again to loosen the rules for Alabama teacher certifications. Is it because we can't find teachers?
That's exactly what. People are not staying in education. I can speak to it. People are not staying in education. They're finding a way to do other careers, retire early, get out, because of the parents and the children. Parents, their kids are never wrong. Their kids never need to be disciplined. And it is an unbelievable task to get kids in school. Attendance is a huge problem, and that's nationwide. We were looking at some stuff when it comes to New Orleans and Detroit, Birmingham, Gadsden. A lot of these places, there's a major attendance issue of getting their kids up and getting them to school. And then when they get in trouble, they want to blame the school system. But all it is all you got to do is write a parent's note. Now, it may not be an excused absence, but there's an excuse in. But you still got to have your kids to school. And parents and children, that's why you're seeing school choice being pushed. That's why you're seeing
Yeah.
all of these things happening, is because they're frantically trying to make school better and get these educators to stay. That's why they offer these incentives. And math and science are the hardest courses to teach, right? And that's why they offered those incentives a few years back to raise and give these people an extremely high amount of money versus other teachers, because these math and science teachers were leaving rapidly the business to go do something else, maybe accounting or something else, because the students weren't learning, the students weren't doing their work, the parents were not helping them. And so the frustration level is when their test scores come out, guess who gets in trouble? It's the
Yeah.
teacher. And the teacher is trying to, not all of them, there are some terrible teachers, but they're trying to do their jobs and help these kids and get them to learn, but the parents are not helping at home, and they're not coming to tutoring classes or free tutoring classes that are offered by their schools, or extra credit help after school with their teachers or whatever. And so
Yeah.
they're not putting into work, and the teacher's the one that get in trouble when the test scores, when they have failing test scores through their school. So yeah, they're leaving. Now, I don't think you should lower the standards a whole lot, because you never know what you're going to get. But
Well, that's kind of what's going on in Texas. There's a program, Teachers for Tomorrow. I almost said Tigers for Tomorrow. Okay, it's Teachers for Tomorrow in Texas, and what that program does, Jeff, is that allows people with a bachelor's degree outside of education to get certified without returning to college.
I think
Uh,
that's good. I do. I think that's okay.
So there's a bill coming up. I think the vote's next week. Maybe we'll get with Mac Butler or one of our other representatives here. It's HB 308, and it was someone out of Hoover. I want to say maybe Susan DeBow. She does a lot of stuff at schools. I think she's out of Hoover, to try to get this, the less qualified teaching force, but there still has to be proper safeguards, right? In some of that stuff, but I don't know what the answer is. But
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with the other. I mean, you're going to go through an extremely excruciating
No,
background check.
no, no. I was still talking about the qualification to teach a subject. But you're
Oh
right.
yeah,
Obviously, they're not going to lower the standard as far as who's around your child.
you're not going
Uh,
to leave
yeah.
and put me teaching a math class. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
Well, you could teach a math class as long as it's focused around how to keep a golf score.
Bingo.
You can do it. I know it, man. I know you can.
I can do. I
So
basic math. I got
it's okay. Everybody needs basic math.
that
So
requirement.
they've lost 10,000 teachers in the U.S. over the last 4 years. That's what I was reading.
Well, I think that number may even be low.
Well, Alabama since 20 right now, Alabama has over 1,500 open teacher positions. That's gone unfilled this year, and this year's almost done, my guy.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, just wanted your thoughts on. I know you're big time into education because of your bride. You get the inside scoop on trends and those kind of things.
I'll tell you another thing is too is that you don't get the backing from your leadership. A lot of these teachers are not uh,
Mm,
taken care of by administration or backed by administration. When there are parents that come in raising Cain, you got a lot of administrations that don't. Now I'll tell you, the one my wife works for, Jeff Colgrove, Mr. Colgrove, backs his faculty. I mean, to no end. Now, if they're wrong, he'll handle that business, right? But
mhm.
he handles that. So I mean, there's got to be superintendents out there that and principals and everything else that backs their faculty, and
Sure.
you're not seeing that, man. You're not. It's so and so says something about this. Some my kid did this or that, and they go out in the community. They post crap on Facebook. Um, this area we live in, we see that crap all the time, and it's the deadbeat parents that are usually posting on Facebook. Go have a conversation with people face to face.
Yeah.
If you're such a bold person, quit posting that crap on social media. Go talk to the people that you have problems with face to face. But the issue is the reason they do post on social media because if it gets some traction, then maybe something will get done in their favor instead of being
Yeah.
another. But there are bad teachers out there. There are bad administrators. There are.
So don't
Go
mean
ahead.
to cut that off
Yeah.
because I have a list of names that popped in my head. But Matthew Cherry just hit us with some breaking news, Jeff. Calipari just signed a 5-year, $7 million contract. Suey Pigs.
Wow. Jeez. Arkansas is meaning some business.
Arkansas has money. They got Jerry Jones money.
You darn right they do.
I know you would like that as a Cowboy guy.
They used to be the stuff in football. I mean, way back in the day, in the '60s, was it the '60s? And yeah, the '50s and '60s, they were good football team.
So was Dallas.
Oh, here we go.
If you want my grandmother,
If you wasn't in Rainbow City,
that's
uh,
so funny. That's good stuff. So that's good stuff.
Bo Black says he's got. What did he say? Uh,
Hey, Bo posted a story I thought was crazy. Did you read the story he posted about the cars being stolen from a new car dealership in Coleman?
I didn't see that.
$1.2 million is what they're saying the estimated loss was, and 300 keys.
Yeah,
300 keys, Jeff. Millions of dollars in loss, and the company posted a $2,500 reward for information.
really.
You know how much money Bo could make with 300 keys?
Oh my golly, he could do it, son. Yes, Bo says he has 8 pair of Crocs, and they're great till something happens.
And I bet every one of them's dirty. No, you know why? That brother works.
He'd be
He's got a
working.
farm. He's got a mechanic shop. He does his lock and key business. He's in the gym with his son. Um, he truly is slopping the hogs, building a swimming pool, jacuzzi, hunting in the river.
There you go,
He does
Matthew.
it all.
Matthew Cherry asked if our church had a Facebook page. I sent it to you, buddy. So love to
Yeah,
have you join the community, man, for sure.
no doubt.
Yep.
Oh, Black, what a good dude.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So, what are your plans today for your birthday?
Man, just a low key, man. I just praise God. I woke up. Actually, I didn't really wake up, man. I really didn't sleep hardly at all, which is normal. But I'm gonna get my hair done. Hannah's gonna take care of that at 11:30. Um, I'm gonna swing in the Walmart and pick up a couple essentials. You know, when you're my age, Jeff, you got to go get toilet paper and some deodorant, and then I'm probably gonna hit that Alabama Pizza Company, get a little something called limoncello. Then I'm gonna come onto the house and watch the par three tournament
You
and
gonna
work on our NFL draft show.
you're gonna get that $8 pizza and eat one piece and keep the other one for Kelly.
For no, I'm gonna keep it for dinner.
Oh, that's smart. See, you can eat
See,
one for lunch and one for dinner, and you're
that's
good.
exactly right.
Could you fax me one?
Yes,
Okay,
I'll
just
fax you a picture of me eating it. What you got going on today? You're not cutting grass.
no, man. I'm not cutting grass. I was going to run a lot of errands for the church today, and that's I don't need to run that till next Wednesday. And I was getting ready for our church
Yeah.
election. We're having that tonight, so we're not going to have that. So I don't have to worry about that. And also, you're welcome to all of our board members. You've got an extra week to get all of your work done for before the election.
See, I was gonna send everything just a mail-in ballot.
Just a mail-in ballot. You weren't going to vote for yourself either, were you?
No. I'm only voting for your mom and Rick.
That's it.
That's
I,
it.
she don't want you to vote for her, and Rick doesn't either. So the
I
only person,
know.
Nancy. That's it. I'm just voting for Nancy
You know,
for sure.
Nancy keeps us in line. She keeps us grounded.
Got that right, son. And I
She
love
does.
it.
And I'm so thankful I got somebody like Nancy praying for me,
Boy,
especially the days and times I don't know about it or don't ask for it, but just know you got some people praying for you. That's
yeah.
what y'all missing from a church family.
Let me tell you something, bud. I was having an issue a couple of weeks ago. I guess it was maybe last week. I have issues all the time. So, um, and I was needing it, and out of nowhere, I get a text from Nancy, and man, not only do y'all need to get you a Jerry White, you need to get you a Nancy Tate. I'll tell you that. Somebody just pray for you all day long.
Man, I'm not even close to being in her league. If you're looking for a fool, you're looking for an idiot, I'm probably your guy. But if you want a wholly sophisticated somebody that I know the prayers are going through, it's Miss Nancy.
Well, everybody,
Hey, hold on, Jeff. Hold. There's another birthday out there.
oh,
Miss Julie Depp,
oh,
right from Coosa Christian. She's also 50 today. She made a
wow,
comment on your post earlier. I didn't realize that, and you know, she is just one of those. God, she's one of those Coosa people, man. Right? She's a great mother. She works at the school. Uh, she adopted kids just like the East. They're all just different out there, man. And she probably don't watch our show, and I don't blame her because she's sophisticated and sanctified. Um, but if
amen,
somebody knows her, let her know that we wish her the most happiest of birthdays. And her boss should let her off today.
amen. I agree with that. Everybody should get off on their birthday. Jerry, I'm gonna let you off today.
Man, after we did our work.